Today we are gathered here to discuss the use of technology in the working of the cooperative sector, especially the banking sector. In today's program, this has been organized with elets Techno Media Private Limited with the Association of Government of Maharashtra. Today, this date has been specially given by the Honorable Minister for Cooperation, Shri Chandada Patil, but due to some pressing reasons, he is not in a position to come and inaugurate this summit. The Chairman of Maharashtra State Cooperative Council, Mr. Secratary, my colleague, Shankar Dalvi, Dr. Rama Shastri, Director, Institute of Development and Research in Banking, Mr. Rajkumar Odokia, Chairman, Committee for Cooperatives, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, the CEO of elets, Mr. Ravi Gupta ji, and all friends. You see, when we talk about the cooperative movement in Maharashtra, we all are aware the number of cooperative societies, the persons directly and indirectly related with the cooperative sector. Now we say proudly nearly 5 crore persons are related with this sector in Maharashtra, when our whole population is really 11 crores. So that is the direct or indirect relations of day-to-day life with the cooperative sector. In all fields, not only in the banking, but in the credit societies, non-agriculture societies, processing units, marketing units, textile, fisheries, and whatnot. But ultimately the point arises, the movement for what purpose it has been come to this stage are in a position to deliver, for which we are all working. There are some basic issues with the cooperative movement. It has played a greater role in the economy of the state, there is no doubt about it. It is helping in the GDP, there is no doubt about it. But the question is this movement delivering at the grassroots level? Are we in a position to say the objective for which the movement has been started and reached to this stage, are we sustaining that? There are some question marks are raised on this. I will touch few points. I will not take much of the time because they are basically today's session are related with the technology used in the cooperative sector or cooperative banking. But you see, when we talk about the banking in cooperatives, is our own cooperative bank or the district cooperative banks, our main focus goes only on the urban cooperative banks. But in district cooperative banks, a banking structure in the rural areas, which is meant to help a poor man in a village, somehow did not get so much prominence. I will tell you a few examples of it. You see, basically we are an agrarian state. In Maharashtra is also agriculture is a basic issue. Still, today also nearly 60% of our population is directly or indirectly relating on the agriculture. And agriculture again, it is mainly a rain-fed agriculture. If we had the good rainfall, agriculture flourishes. If we have the erratic rainfall or less than average rainfall, then everything is standstill. And unfortunately, last 2-3 years we are facing the same problem. This year also we are facing the problem. You see, the district cooperative banks, we have structure, state cooperative bank, district cooperative bank, their branches, primary agriculture credit society and the farmer on the ground level. 1,36 crore farmers we are having in this state, but our inclusion or our reach is only up to 50 lakh of farmers. It means nearly 80 lakh farmers are out of the reach of the banking system. Either it is a cooperative bank or it is a commercial bank. Then our inclusion at the village level for the agriculture sector is hardly 40%. We all are very happy, but we are how much we have penetrated up to that is 40%. It means that 60% of the farmers either going to the money lenders or going to the non-institutional credit. Then we see how we are trying to include them every year. That also when we go the last 5 to 6 years, we find hardly every year 1 lakh farmers are added into the institutional credit system. If we go like this, it will take more than 50 years to include them to come to the credit system. So this reality we cannot forget about it. Urban area also, we have the urban cooperative banks. I will not go to the numbers of the urban cooperative bank and their deposit base and this and that. But point is, these cooperative societies or cooperative structures, are they functioning themselves, or there are many cooperative societies where somebody is outside the system is controlling the cooperative society. And when it happens, no rule of governance comes into picture. Exposure norms are not being followed. Credit proposals are not being evaluated properly. Unviable projects are being sanctioned. And money is being given as it is a personal money. So the working goes to the personal working, a movement goes as a cooperative movement. It doesn't match together. Or until it matches together, the things cannot be improved. There are the basic movement became very large. Deposit base increased. Shareholders increased. Size of the movement has gone enormous. But the system to manage it, technology to manage it, we could not progress much. And then the time came with huge structures, our working goes more or less non-technology, more or less non-evaluated, more or less not responsibility based. When we go for delegation, the responsibility and accountability come in picture together. But sometimes that doesn't take place. The structure is facing human resource quality. Quality of human resource working in these structures is very poor. Very poor. Until we invest in human resource, we cannot expect much of the results as desired. As desired. Financial indiscipline in other areas. Due to this, the sector is suffering a lot. Technology, more or less, we are not in a position to introduce it. Sometimes we say it is costly. Sometimes there is no will to introduce it. So these are the basic issues with the sector is posing. Audit is the another issue. You see the audit, when we tell the bank, the RBI comes into picture. District Cooperative Bank now comes into the picture. But after having everything, there are the banks which have gone to the liquidation stage. There are the more than 100 banks have gone. It means even audit of the bank, the quality of the audit bank, it comes to become a question mark. When any audit structure gives the A quality bank or B quality bank, next 2 years we find the bank has collapsed. It means that audit itself becomes a question mark. Then the question of the improving the audit also comes into picture. There are questions, there are the professional auditors, I agree with that. But even the professional I know a bank here, right now it is facing problem, where the Reserve Bank audit report says it is a very good bank, and next 6 months bank collapse. Then to whom we should rely? And we are having a very big bank. Now also is facing a lot of problem. So these things, basic things has to be improved. And until we improve them, we may not be in position to say that we are running the system. System should be robust, system should be technology based, and system should be customer oriented. It must be customer oriented. You see, we are this time we are putting a lot of pressure of the bank to give the agriculture credit. When we go little details, commercial bank, they say that we are giving the credit of so much, but number of farmers covered are less. Cooperative banks, number of farmers coverage is more, but credit is less. So there's some balance is required where we can say that this is the requirement of a person and this is what we are giving. So here especially now, throughout the day there will be discussions of the technology because the technology providers are here. elets itself is a technology platform which has provided an opportunity between the bankers and the technology service providers to see how this bank, cooperative bank, should use the technology, and technology, that is a technology which the person, a common man can understand and feel friendly to use this technology. Still we are having a lot of problems about the CVS. Number of banks are not having the CVS system. Number of banks have not issued even the rupee ATM cards. Even the Kisan credit cards, use of a Kisan credit card itself is a big question mark in Maharashtra. But now we are trying to push up the certain things where the responsibility of the management of the bank should also be increased. We are trying to have a system where the professional person should be there on the board of the banks who can help the board of directors to taking the financially sound decision. And some of the district cooperative bank where they financially have gone wrong, we are thinking to introduce a system which is the credit authorization scheme. Because we have found that some of the bank without even evaluation of the project has given 50 crores, 100 crores, 75 crores without even taking the collateral. That is a criminal. But that has happened. Bank has gone into the drains, but those fellows have become with the more white shirts and white dresses. That is very unfortunate, and system is not in a position to punish them also. Because we have the system of 83, 85, 88, all these systems are there, which is not. So these systems should be like this, where there should be a check and balance. When the decision is been taken, there should be, everybody should not go with the person who is actually influencing the decision. So we are also thinking to have some the depositors nominee also in the board of directors of the bank, which can have a check and balance system. We are also thinking have a government nominee also on the board of directors of bank, which can say what's going on, it's not well, may not be having the voting right, but he can work as a check and balance, so the things can improve in the coming. I will, today's session I will take much of the time. I have already spoken few of the points which is important, and there is a comprehensive panel discussions, 3-4 discussions will take place about the technology, about the financial inclusion, about the becoming the system more customer oriented, and we can see how the technology can be best used for improving the functioning of the cooperative bank and providing the service at the doorstep, which is customer oriented or customer friendly. Until we make the system customer friendly, the system may not work. And as Mr. Charegamkar has mentioned, when we use the technology, it should have the security system in place also. Until we have the security system with the technology, which is a foolproof system, or near to the foolproof system, then again the problems will crop up. Dr. Ramasastry is present here. We will be taking his services also for introducing the technologies in the cooperative bank. We are thinking to have the same platform of all the cooperative banks. Same software can be used by all the cooperative banks. Because you will be surprised to know, even in the commercial bank, we are not having a system to know how much the credit has been delivered in the rural areas. Now the system is working, every bank branch is sending a report to their main branch is collecting the information, sending to NABARD. And NABARD is doing all consolidation and producing the report. And that report it goes to at least 3 weeks to 4 weeks behind schedule. Now also I have the report of 15th of August. Now I am talking in the 9th of September. I don't have the report of the 31st of the August in the state, how much credit has been given. So we have the platform where everybody can feed his information, which can be submitted and go somewhere, and which can be produced somewhere else. So this technology is not a robot science, but somehow our mindset has not been to tune with it, which is required there. And unless we push it, we will not engage. So the state government has decided to have a task force for the bank, which will be looking after the introduction of the technologies in the working of the cooperative bank, which can be more transparent, more accountable, and then it should be in a position of the deliver at the doorsteps also, that is the customer friendly also. So I wish the success to the summit, which will take place throughout the day, or I hope that people will participate in the summit. It should not go the one way. The speaker is speaking and you people are saying there should be a two-way system. There may be 15-20 minutes there is a talk, then 15-20 minutes there should be the interaction. That will be the better way of doing it. And the end, when we come at the end, whatever the recommendations of the summit come, will help the cooperative sector or cooperative bank with the help of the technology to do the better job, to serve the better, which not only serve customer friendly but also include do the financial inclusion of the people who are outside the system. They should come to the institutional credit and institutional use of the system, technology. Thank you very much. And I again congratulate or appreciate the efforts taken by the elets for taking initiative to organize this. The state government has come with them, but ultimately the pains have been taken by them. And I am really very happy. They were very pushy. Many times I was so much pressed I could not give that time to them when they came to me. But I really appreciate their pushiness so that things can happen today. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.